Hello and welcome to D&D Riiga session 68. Don't worry, they can't hear you yet. We have 4 out of 6 members. Atlas is going to be away for a couple of sessions, and Yule's new character is yet to join, but I'm sure that will happen soon. I'm sure the party won't get terribly distracted, right? I am unmuting you guys. Virgil is doing the summary today because it's been a couple of weeks. Take it away.
Twitch.
Greetings, listeners. So, when we left last session, well, when we started last session, I suppose, we were all coming to terms with the grips that Azan had gone off exploring by himself and been horrifically murdered by an acid-spewing frog. None of that was an exaggeration. So he died. Then the boat we were on, which we were on by order of the High Palistar to secure because it was being used as... it was connected to the mayor and the head of the slaving ring was on it. We handed the boat over to the Palisars and then left, heading back to our inn at the 3 Coins. On the way there, we evaded being followed by 2 men that looked Eba, but one of them looked Eba, but that's about all we got from them. They were definitely trying to follow us, and we lost them.
That's all we needed to know.
Okay. I like excessive details. Then
He was insinuating something else. Ignore him. T, you're not doing the summary yet.
Racist.
T, shut up.
I'm sorry. I'm racist. Barry. Go on.
So we lost them into a housing complex somewhere, which was nice after Almar failed to lose them in 2 dead ends. Then we went back to the 3 Coins. And we spoke with Hennick. He gave us his condolences for the loss of Azan, and he asked us for a couple of favors. He asked us to obtain the book Etherturgy from the Casting Institute, and if possible, the remnant of his previous work, which would probably be secured by Tassian, the headmaster of the Institute currently. Failing after that, he also said only if we saw a really good opportunity, he would like us to try and get his brother out of... He'd like us to try and get his brother out of there as well. Which is his name is Tillich. He has if corruption was a scale, he has it at about a 6, which is a little unfortunate. But that's okay, too. We're working on that. We've just been to Blue Blazers, Alina and I, to pick up her armor. And the others were on the way to the bazaar. I think they were looking for Temenean shops. Is that accurate, Daz?
Yep.
Aside from that, I believe Alina and I are still working our way back to rendezvous with them, and they're approaching the bazaar.
They were
And that's
already
where
at the
we are.
bazaar, and they shopped, and you guys already rendezvoused with them.
We have rendezvoused with them?
Yep.
In which case, we're all at the bazaar, just
That's
seeing
correct.
where we want to go.
Life is going so quickly. How did this happen?
On the cards for today's, we need to scout the Carson Institute. Alma wouldn't mind scouting the Rook. Tonight, Alma has a meeting at the Six Bells alone with the Vermeer. And it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to scout the Red Temple again either. Finishing with that, I believe that is the recap done.
Cool, thank
As
you.
yet, Yule has not rejoined us as anything, hence he is represented as a sentient question mark that will be making sarcastic commentary every now and then. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody want to add anything to that?
Yes,
Go ahead.
but not me.
Oh, hang on. Sorry. I did forget something.
Exactly. I knew it.
Hang on. Back at the 3 coins. Yes. Ruha in a case of, well, I suppose we can't fault him for trying.
No,
Carved,
not this. Not this.
carved a new finger for Satsuki.
I mean, we could have
Which-
left that out.
I need
No,
updated
no, I feel
lists.
like this is essential for like the mental health of the party and the audience.
Exposure
yeah, so-
therapy?
Exposure therapy. We'll get used to it if we keep bringing it up.
No, we
So he
won't.
carved him- so he
Virgil, I
carved
need you to
Satsuki
add
in-
T to the hit list.
Yeah, okay, I'll put T
Not
on the
Ruha,
list.
T.
So what did I forget, T? Mention it and I'll probably remember it.
I have
The
no idea.
2 dreams, right?
Oh, the
yeah.
dreams. That's right. Whilst we were at the 3 coins, 2 people had very mysterious dreams. Ruha dreamed of being in the plains of Skarken with his brother, looking for the homestead. And
And when
then
Jack-
dreamed,
The
and then
dad
dreamed
tried
to
to
be-
kill-
and then his dad tried to kill him while he was disguised as a wolf.
Yeah,
and-
as you do.
Caleb dreamed of being on a hunting trip back at wherever his homeland is or home place is. I don't know if it's been explicitly mentioned yet. It was snowing and he and his brother were looking for their camp. They successfully found their camp, and after that his brother said something mysterious like, yes, it's time for us to... We've gotten back to our camp of the 3 coins, and Caleb woke up. I believe that's everything that's important to note. Oh, and not that I was meant to see it, but there was some mysterious encounter between Satsuka and 12, the Iba serial killer assassin lady who's also Marvi's mother. Gosh, we have a lot of plot going on. I believe that's everything now. I
Cool.
think. I hope.
Any more amendments?
Well, the only amendment I can think of is the fake finger.
It was a shinobi fang.
Alrighty. Well, let's
Prosthetic.
jump into the game. For now, Alina is with the party. At some point, for conveniences, she will go off and do something on her own to easier explain Atlas's absence. So, for now, she's with everyone. You guys at the bazaar? You mentioned a bunch of places you want to check. It is morning. It is, I believe, getting close to midday, if I recall. And it has stopped raining from last night. Still cloudy and a little cool, but otherwise fine to be outside. So, you guys are at the bazaar. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? This is the point where you go into a game and you load your save file and you look around and you're like, what was I doing?
out of character.
It's exactly
It's a
how
bit
I feel.
annoying that
Yeah.
Atlas isn't here because Alina's the only person who's not known by face at the Castle Institute.
Mhm.
Which means I was planning on using her for scouting that. So
Yeah.
roughly to us, because I know this, I've been in the city for a few weeks now. How far is it on foot to various places from here? So the
Sure.
Castle Institute for one.
Yeah. Okay. Rook, Castle Institute, and Red Temple. Actually, no. Rook. There's a gate there. Okay, I'll go from nearest to furthest. So, assuming you're just taking a regular pace, the Red Temple is just a few minutes down the road. The Rook and Castle Institute are about equal. You have to go through a gate. This one, if you want to go through the closest one, and that's less than 5 minutes, depending on interruptions. What were the other locations? Is it just those
Castle
three?
Institute was the other one, I think.
Rook and Castle Institute are the same distance.
Yep. I don't believe there's anything else we wanted to check out today. I do need to go to the Six Bells, but that's tonight, so I'm not too worried about it yet.
Sure.
Alright, we have 3 places we could check. I think the Red Temple is the lowest priority, though it is the closest. Do we want to check out the Rook, or should we go straight to the Institute?
Why do you want to check out the Rook?
Well, since it was being used as a base by Meridas' men, I'm curious to see if the fall of the slaving ring here has affected it at all. We could also explore the sewers to see if we could find another way into the Carson Institute. Satsuka's sense of direction might help us there.
Sewers seems safer.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
What
rook
seems
doesn't
safer,
seem
sorry?
like that.
Sewers
Look.
seem safer.
Satsuka, do you think you might be able to find us a path to the Carson Institute?
I think I might be able to.
We may as well catch a quick look of the Rook. It's on the way,
Alright.
kind of.
And if the Rook's safe, there is a sewer entrance there too that we know of.
Mhm. I think the rook would be the best option first.
Alright then, let's go and have a look at the Rook.
All right.
Let's look at Rook.
On the way to give the Rook a look. What pace?
I would be proceeding normally, but I'd be using a martyr to scout for anybody.
Sure. Yeah, normal means you can put your efforts into looking around. All right. So,
Perception, if we're gonna look.
well, first of all, do you want to go through this gate or a different gate?
I see no reason to not go through the closest one.
Cool. All right. Headed to the Rook via Southgate. Everyone who wants to, please type in who you're looking for in the chat and make a perception check if you so desire. It says who's typing now. That's new.
What the what was the name of that of that little Eber troop? The Ilmar troop.
Eternus?
Are they all dead?
Eternus.
Are they all dead, by the way? The Eternus.
The
Didn't kill
only
them all.
Eternus we actually faced was Ra'aten. The rest of the with him were just Eber soldiers. High ranking
Right, and
ones.
the Eber mercs. Big guys. Okay.
So the first perception is mine, the second one is my owl's. Ilmar thinks it's a lovely day and isn't paying much attention, evidently. That's a little better.
Oh dear. We're off to a good start. Dennis, Caleb is just tagging along?
Yes, tagging along, not doing anything because he is the morning event didn't stand too good
Right,
with him.
sure thing. Yep, makes sense. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. Dredgen, 7. No sign of him. Vermeer, anyone following us? Elmar, a 2. Amada, a 24. Amada does not see anyone tailing you guys, and does not recognize anyone who looks like the Vermeer in your vicinity either. Riiga, Dark Edward, 7. No?
Yep. Oh no.
So as you guys approach the gate, there's a little bit... It's a little... it's not as open as it usually is. People are coming and going, but there are sort of checks being done. But you find that since you're going out, you are much less likely to get checked. So I'm going to see if you actually do get checked. And you do not. You just get waved through as a group because you're all together, yes?
Yes.
Alright.
How busy is the checking with the guards compared to yesterday?
Compared to
i.e.,
yesterday?
Like 3 weeks ago.
It's not that different. It's just...
Okay.
It's busy, but it's not... You don't get the sense anything crazy is going on or anything like that.
Cool. No anal. Rectum exams. Go.
What? Okay. Headed to the Rook. This nice unveiling music.
It's like they're entering a palace.
It is.
Meridaz's
We're not worthy
palace.
of this.
Meridaz's palace.
People call rooks castles all the time.
It is named after a castle. Okay. Okie dokie. Next map is loading. This is very regal.
Regal. Yeah.
Truly, you are a gift to modern comedy, Mr. T.
Thank you.
Oh boy. Alright.
Because in old times comedy, he would be executed.
Old times comedy. So, you may notice the map is different. I handmade the Rook map because the last one was trash. So, it is the same building. It wasn't rebuilt. It's just out of character. I just changed the map. It's a very similar layout, though.
Alright. I'm
Okay.
a little more inconspicuous than you guys. Let me go and check out if there's anything in the main room that's suspicious before you follow me in, okay?
Okay.
It's unusual to walk with your coat flipped up in a day, isn't it?
Your coat flipped up?
My cloak.
Your cloak. What's flipped up?
The hood.
Oh. I mean, it's not that unusual when the weather's bad.
Is the weather still bad?
It's cloudy and cold, but it's not. There's no precipitation.
Okay.
So it's up to you.
I'll flick my cloak up, which gives disadvantage on any checks to recognize me.
Gotcha. Alright. Walking up to the door. From the outside, everything looks normal. There's no, red tape or anything like that. Oh, perfect. Tavern music comes in. That was just part of the playlist. Alright. Opening it up. The first thing you notice, substantially fewer Eber, but still some around. The bar is manned. There are people about. just eating, drinking, enjoying themselves. You get pleasant vibes. You might recognize this man here at the bar.
Yeah, that's Barnaby.
Yeah, it would seem to be Barnaby. Currently, as expected, having a somewhat drunkenly aggressive conversation. What do you want to do?
Okay, just to continue my observations here, if it's not going to look like I'm obviously halting and looking.
Yeah.
Are these just generic tokens for slightly more upper class people?
Yes. They are better dressed. And they are
Second
on
question.
those chairs.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. I don't know why this happens, but I was just looking at the child down here in the corner. It says Isaac when I hover over him.
Oh, the tooltip works for you guys. Nice. It's a new feature.
I mean, it doesn't work for anybody else, but I have Isaac.
No, that's because I put a tooltip on because he's been named. That's the sweeping
is it
kid.
The broom kid?
Yeah.
This is a
It is the
broom
broom.
kid?
It's
Yeah.
the broom kid. That's why I recognized him.
Yeah.
Is he still sweeping?
Yes.
Okay.
It's got very strong arms.
Upgraded to named character. He has such good audience
I
reception.
wasn't sure if the tooltips would show for just me or you guys as well. So I named some characters.
Alright. I'm gonna go over to the bar
Sure.
and just pull up a stool. Not next to Barnaby.
Okay. As you come up, you notice that Barnaby is arguing with the bartender, and as you walk up, he says, "You can't hide them from me. Where are they? I know they're staying here. Sir, please. I am going to ask you to leave if you persist in this matter." What do you mean? He, slams his drink down on the counter. You're gonna tell me I wasted all this time? And he sees you as an opportunity to sort of, how can I help you, sir? And Barnaby just grumbles to himself.
Just a quick question, because I've made a point of Arma not drinking alcohol, but I don't want to be that jerk who asks for tea in the middle of the morning. What would I ask for that's cold but not actually alcohol?
Milk.
I'm not asking for milk.
A non-alcoholic beverage, let's see.
Fruit juice.
Can I have a juice box?
Do they have a juicer? What do they?
Hang on, I'm just checking to see if I have a least handy.
Lemonade.
Just order an ice mocha light. Come on.
Ice
Good point.
Americano.
Do you do a chai latte?
A pumpkin spice latte.
No, but we have Coca-Cola.
Okay, now we know who the switches are like.
Where's my...
Alright, look, I'll help you out.
Oh, there
here.
they are. Yeah. Oh,
Since it's mid-morning, I'll ask for something light. Could I ask for a jug of water and maybe some bread and cheese? That's a standard pub thing, isn't it? Especially in this era.
yes. Yes, you can. Certainly. Will you be seated here?
Yes, I'm not planning on stopping for long. I'm traveling through the city today, and I just came over quite peckish all of a sudden. I've not been to the Rook in some months.
Of course. Good of you to stop by. We are under new management. So, Please, take a seat to one side if you would, and your food and drink will be brought to you shortly. That'll be
When he says over to one side,
one
what does he mean?
wherever you want.
Okay.
Eber, get
Copper
fucked,
coin.
go to the other.
Yep, I will hand over a copper coin.
Yep.
I'm updating my wallet.
Sure.
I'll take a seat next to Barnaby.
Yeah. He was sort of waiting for the barman to be done with you, and then he like aggressively tries to wave the guy back over, but he's not having it. He's just going to serve someone else.
I'll
You
talk
can't
to
ignore me
Barnaby.
forever.
Who are you looking for, friend?
Hey. Didn't see you there. It's disadvantage to recognize you? Is that
He
right?
does have disadvantage to see. He does
Because of
have
the cloak?
disadvantage to recognize me.
Good. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to give him double disadvantage because he's drunk. Just for fun. Oh
Does
shit.
that mean he rolls 3 and chooses the lowest?
Yeah, but he rolled fucking pretty amazing. Let's see. He does a double take, but you don't see like distinct recognition in his eyes. Friend? We're not friends.
Are we not, Barnaby? And I'll drop his name into the conversation. We are certainly acquaintances.
Eh? Who are you? Are you one of them? No. You're not. You're Eber. You look... Oh, you look familiar. Have we fought?
We haven't fought. We fought together. But I don't think we fought before. Tell you what, would you like to join me out in the sun after my food comes? We might be able to talk more freely there.
The barman pay you to get me away from here? Is that it?
No?
Hmm.
How else would I know your name?
Well, people are talking about me around here. It's not exactly a secret. Make a persuasion check.
Could I say something to give myself advantage?
What is it?
We used to have a mutual acquaintance in the Baron.
I have advantage.
20.
Outside. Back or front?
I don't know how easy it is to get to the back anymore. It's been a while since I've been here.
Door's right
I'd
there.
say- I'll meet you out back then.
Alright. Slams his drink down and just goes straight for it. The barman gives you a curious look, seemingly acknowledging what you did, but doesn't say anything. You four guys outside, are you... what are you doing while this is happening? Alina is going to stand off of the main road to not be in traffic.
I am patient. I'm patiently waiting for the.
Yeah, Salt's gonna just be waiting as well.
Sure.
Yeah, would be also waiting because he has nothing better to do.
What a loyal party. All right. Elma.
All right. Has my food come yet?
Yep. Oh, yes. Someone will come out and give you a pitcher and a cup and a plate with some bread and cheese in it and a knife.
All right. How long would it take me to eat this without looking like I'm desperately trying to get through this?
It's only like a snack. So, like, you could even, you just pour yourself a drink and even, like, take the bread and cheese in one hand and eat it as you walk. It's not like a full-on, it's like a couple of slices and a little bit of cheese.
I'll drink myself a couple of cups of water because staying hydrated is important. I come from a desert. I should know this.
It is. Stay hydrated, guys.
I'll take the bread and cheese with me. And
Sure.
I'll nod at the barman and say, "Thank you."
Do come back.
Could I motion him over just before I go?
Yes, sir.
You said you were under new management. How long have you had this place?
That's right. Oh, I'm not the manager. I'm just hired to run the bar. The owner is... I believe he's in. He is... I'm scrolling through my notes. That's not an actual pause.
Time stopped
Where
around
is he?
me.
There he is. This establishment is now owned by the Royal Tuarim Trade Company.
Interesting.
As of very recently. A few days.
Oh, very well. Well, in which case, I do hope to return here again.
Of course.
I'm sorry, I had some words with the man who was sitting here before me.
A friend of
I don't
yours?
usually- We've met before, but I don't know if I'd call him a friend. I've seen him in a couple of bars before.
Yes. If he values your opinion, might I ask that you suggest to him that he stops his futile search here?
I will try, my friend. I have seen too many men impacted by what comes at the bottom of a glass of ale. That's why I don't touch it much myself.
Ah, understandable.
But yes, you
Well,
have a wonderful day.
and you, Nilaham.
Nilahim. I will step back outside.
Mm-hmm.
And mention to the others. It seems safe out there now. They're now under the management of the Royal Tuarim Trading Company. The sales are very recent. It only happened a few days ago. Barnaby's in there too, and he's drunk and causing a mess as usual. I've asked to meet him out back to discuss things with him, so I'm going to go and do that. You're welcome to follow me and I'll stay here, but I think I'll use my time out back to see if the entrance to the sewers is still there too. But it seems relatively friendly in there. Just make sure the Ildermen do the normal precautions, and maybe you can get some food and drink while I talk with Barnaby.
I'll come join you to talk with Barnaby.
And I'll go back
Gotcha.
through the bar and head out the back.
Sure. Riha?
Can I look? Is this some sort of grate? Are these grates?
Yeah, a sewer grate.
All right. Can I see down them?
Yeah, you can. You see the sewer.
That's awesome. What part do I see exactly? If that's,
Well,
I don't know if I.
there is sewage.
Uh-huh.
You can make a survival check.
I'll make a survive. I am trying to survive. Oh,
Oh shit.
so now you have to put out the screenshot.
Let me get the map. Oh dear. So it
I didn't anticipate.
yeah. It looks like one of the earlier tunnels that were near the den. Like not the ones that had like the main sewage canal in it, but like the sort of round ones that like twisted. That makes sense? It's pretty close to the Rook entrance, in other words.
Yes. The twisty.
Mm-hmm.
I understand.
Alright. Ruhan, Dennis, where are you guys going?
Inside.
Inside. Alright, Alina is going to go inside as well. And let's see. Alina is going to pay for a snack so as to not appear conspicuous and sit here and eat. Ruhan, Caleb, what do you guys want to do? You can do the same if you want.
Caleb is going to need something sweet, I think.
Something sweet.
Yeah.
So
How much is like is there a cake, a pastry, a pie, or something?
you can get a fruit pie for a copper. It'll take a bit longer since they have to cook it, but it'll be fresh and hot.
Yes, then a copper it is.
Alright. Ruha?
I just get food in the silver, and I said, or no, not copper, whatever cheapest.
Yeah, just a little bread and cheese snack for a copper.
Yes.
You're gonna
I
sit with-
eat.
Okay. And Satsuko and Ailmar are going out the back. Who's that?
A friend.
I'm
I'll take my
mute.
cloak. A mutual friend, I was going to say.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll take my cloak down.
Sasuke will also take her cloak down. And she doesn't have the mask on right now.
Hello again, Barnaby.
I thought it was you.
It's been some time.
Yes, it has. I thought you might have left the city by now.
Certain things still bind us here, I'm afraid. Why are you still here?
Well, there's a bit of a story about that.
You do seem to be looking for someone. At first I thought it might have been us.
No, I'm not looking for you. I'm looking for the ones that got me into this mess. I told you what happened up north, didn't I?
Out of character question, did he? There's a lot of sessions to keep in track, Trajan.
Sort of. Told you a
I remember
little
him
bit.
saying something about trying to enlist in the army, but they refused him for being drunk all the time.
Yep,
Is that what he's referring to?
could be.
You alluded to it. You tried to join the army up north, didn't you?
In a sense, I specifically Well, I did try that at first, and they didn't accept me, and then I went around to some of the mercenary groups that were also helping out. I almost had my chance with one of them, but I had a falling out with them. And I went back to Gustafsson, and they stayed there. But now I hear, just this morning, apparently that same group is here at the Rook. They were my chance at helping with the war effort, my chance at doing something, being useful.
And you want to find them because you still want to be useful? Or because you have unfinished business with them?
Well, to be honest with you, I've had quite a lot to drink, and I think that I was going to fight them. That has subsided now, but honestly, I'm not sure. I'm just angry at them. And when I heard that they were here, the waiter wouldn't even answer the most simple questions, almost like he's hiding them. Wouldn't surprise me. Those bloody Rimdorians.
Can I have a out-of-character question on something Alma would know based on Royal Twarum Trading Company?
What's that?
They're Remdorian, aren't they?
No, Royal Twarum Company. Give me the old history check.
Advantaged or not with a noble education?
No, just low DC.
History? You're wearing a wig?
Sorry?
Just low DC.
Sorry.
Okay. Intelligence 7.
Is that your history?
Oh no, that's not history. I specialize.
What's your modifier? We don't re-roll, just change the modifier.
It'll be 9.
9, okay. You definitely heard of them. You don't know a whole lot about them, about them, because
A lot about them.
they are centered in the normally more in the Vastan Kingdom, down the east side of Baraxa, down the east side of Twarum, rather than around the Sea of Light. So it's not. You probably haven't really had direct contact with them. You know that they focus their trade down the eastern side of Twarum, which makes it strange that they are doing activity here in the Sea of Light, which is usually part of the Royal Twarum Trade Company.
Interesting. Well, I had a chat to the barman about the new owners. They're the Royal Twarum Company. I don't know if they'd have a reason to be sheltering a mercenary company.
The East Twarum Company. That's what they told you, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Well, the East Twarum Company has no business here. I know who
is
bought the
curious.
place. I saw him. I've heard of him.
Who bought the place?
Harlinus Lemure.
I'm gonna need a name written down. I'm gonna
Sure.
try and remember if I've ever heard it before.
The name doesn't really ring a bell. It sounds Benevan, though. No, they're up to something. East Warham doesn't operate in the Sea of Light. I know this. I served the Baron, as you know.
Yes.
What are they up to? I don't know, but I don't like it.
I will keep an ear open for you, but I think it might be best if you stop drawing attention to yourself here. The barman already seemed like he'd had enough of you.
Yes, I thought you might say something like that.
I'm saying it from a position of... He may have asked me to say something along these lines, but I'm saying it from a position of not wanting you to get hurt.
Hurt? Unlikely. Even if I do, so what?
I can keep my ears open for anything about the East Warham Company here.
I don't care that much about the company themselves. Just those mercenaries. I just want to... I don't even know. Just thought it might make me feel better if I could yell to the man's face.
What's the man's name?
The captain of the Remdorian Company?
Yes.
He went by Delafor.
Obviously.
Oh, blast. Out of character laughter.
Right.
Delafor. Trajan?
Yes.
So, out of character,
Yes.
you wanted Alina to go and do something else for a few sessions.
Yes.
And then you dropped this on us.
Yes.
You know, Barnaby, I think I might actually be able to help you.
How's that?
I have a friend who I've made since we came to Castas, and that is also interested in tracking down someone by the name of Delafor who comes from Remdor.
Huh. Well, we have a shared interest. Perhaps you could give me their name and we can look together. What do you mean, Huh. Good.
Oh, that was the out of character thing that was in my head trying to understand what Yule was typing.
Oh.
You said Delafor instead of Delafor.
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 I'm trying to understand Virgil in the chat.
Oh, it's nice try.
Ah, okay. Alright. Her name is Alina. She's a fighter. From Remdor as well. An old friend of Delafor's who's looking for him. If I were to put you two in contact, she could work with you. Especially if he's here. She'd be interested in that.
I get the feeling that he's not here at the moment. Probably snuck out the back once he heard I was here. All the more
That's
reason
okay.
to go and search with someone else. Alina, you say?
Indeed. Alina, yes. Alina has blue hair, doesn't she? Come on, Mal.
It's like silvery blue.
Come with me. Can we go around to the front from here?
Just send her back here. I'll talk with her.
All right. Yes, but all right. I'll walk through the bar.
All right.
Could I just say I go and instead of doing all that walking, could I just say I fetch Alina and bring her through here?
Yeah, I mean, I control Alina, so you can just whoosh.
Alina, Barnaby, Alina. You have a mutual person you're looking for.
They are going to have their own little conversation over here, and I'm not going to talk to myself with the PC and NPC.
Especially not those characters.
No one eavesdrop. Caleb, stay away.
Alright, Setsuka.
God damn it.
All right, what do you two want to do?
Setsuka, we should probably have a quick look to see if the entrance is still here.
Alright, let's go check them.
What's that yellow square? Can you guys see that yellow square?
Do you have schizophrenia?
Oh, it's like the
Oh,
yellow line?
Like here.
I see the yellow square.
Yeah.
What the heck? Is that on the map? It is on the map. Why did it render that? It's a mistake. Ignore that yellow square. Alright, you guys are sneaking around the back.
It's marked with your Witcher senses. You have to go search it. Oh.
There is a man standing down here. And he looks over towards you.
I still have my snack, don't I? I haven't been eating it.
If you want, yeah.
I'm just gonna sit down under the tree in the sun with my glass of water and my snack and eat it.
Sure, okay.
I just came out here to enjoy the sunlight.
Yep, this man is leaning against the fence, also seemingly soaking up the sun. Well, there's no sun because it's cloudy, but getting some fresh air. And he's smoking his own little pipe. Satsuka, what are you doing?
Satsuka's just gonna sit next to Elmar, waiting to see what he's gonna do.
Sure. Let's go inside. Oh,
Oh, sorry. Nope. You go inside. The others haven't done anything in a while.
Ruha and Caleb, what would you two like to do?
Yeah. First of all, I gotta check with the Eber mercenaries. Are they watching us intently, closely?
With your 21 PP,
My huge PP.
they are... They're not staring at you, but they're watching.
I'm watching, scum.
Alright, that's in character.
Okay, so they're dark elves. Okay,
Hmm.
are these people the people I'm thinking of? The two guys?
It's been a while.
Oh, they have tooltips. So
They do.
unfortunately, I now know. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep, though.
I won't be doing that anymore.
Okay. What the?
It's useful,
Alright.
but it was meant to
Is
just
it
be for
too
me.
useful?
Yeah.
Alright, I have nothing particular
There
that
is
I
a bit
want
of
to do.
There is a bit of a glitch with the tooltips, Trajan.
hmm
They appear to me when I hover over tokens, even if they're in the fog of war. So, for example, there's someone named Joachim in a room that my mouse has just landed on.
Yeah,
Joachim?
that's Joachim and Stadius. That's nothing I can do about that.
Alright. I do want to. Okay. No. I'm just sitting here, letting time pass.
Sure, Caleb.
I would like to see the guards in the tavern is actually watching this way.
Sure. This guy here is acting like he's off duty. He's just sitting down having a drink. This guy here, standing by the window, is looking around. With his helmet, it's a little hard to tell where he's looking, so you can... What's your PP? 13?
I think it is 13, isn't it?
With just your inadvertent glances, since you're kind of sitting sort of facing him, he doesn't seem to be showing particular interest in you two.
Ooh. Okay, will continue to eat his pie.
Yes, your pie does shortly come out. It's a lot for one person, but it is a very nice pie.
Maybe share some with Ruha.
No.
Ruha, do you want pie?
No.
No pie?
Yes.
It is it's an apricot pie.
Who cares?
Mhm. Who cares?
Wow, edgy.
Okay, that's the end of the interaction, I think.
All right. I'm going to make Alina and
Based on the music soundtrack, we really should have gone to the red table by now.
yeah, you got to keep up with the soundtrack. They you can see them. Delete.
We can see them, so I'd rather if they come and say they're leaving first. Is
Yes, they will.
that- Okay.
They say they're going to go follow up some leads.
All right, congratulations, Trajan. You successfully accomplished one of your DM objectives for the session. You've gotten rid of Alina.
Nice. Only
for a
12 to
while.
go. All right, Aylmar and Satsuka. This guy is showing no signs of going anywhere. He's very comfortable. You are now out of food.
Now that I'm out of food, I'll just sort of sit there for another minute and I'll stand up and start walking away.
Okay. Satsuka?
He did. Oh, wait. Could I make one check while I'm doing all my food eating?
What's that?
Just a perception one. Is he sitting here and looking? Is he looking over at me suspiciously or just like.
Be insight.
Alright. Normal insight. What's his attitude towards me with a 16?
He's certainly noticed you. He was not really staring, but you got a. You know when you like enter a room and there's someone in there, and they act like you get the feeling that they were doing something, and you caught them doing something, so they're just waiting for you to go. It's like that kind of feeling.
Alright, I will stand up and take my leave. I'll
Mhm.
go over to the left, the way I came.
All right.
So let's go. We'll just follow behind.
Amazing. Hey, back to the tavern.
Back to tavern.
There's a fence right there.
Here?
Yep.
Deep? Or...
It's like a good 6-7 feet.
Mhm.
Probably actually closer to 8 feet. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna talk to Satsuka.
Oh, yeah.
Satsuka, it looks like the entrance is still there, though. I'm not sure what that guy's story is.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I could have been hired to watch after it, or maybe just waiting outside.
Well, the Rook isn't the only entrance to the sewers we know of.
There's one entrance near the 3 coins.
And there's another one in the bazaar.
Yeah.
Alright, we should make tracks. I think we've stayed here long enough. Could I collect the 2 at this table?
Before you do, Riiga, you noticed with your big old PP that
Thank you.
the barman knocks on the door behind him, and this man shortly emerges and they have a quiet conversation amongst themselves. And this fellow is, as he's being spoken to, sort of glancing around the space.
Okay.
And his eyes
Just
come to
to-
rest on your group.
Okay, just to refresh my memory, who talked to this guy? Because I don't think I was there. Like some of the characters talked to him. I don't know if I did.
You did not,
Did you
because you and Azan were in a different place eating a dinner, and he just went past.
Okay. So do I know anything about him in character? Because I don't think so. I don't think I can.
I don't know.
Probably not.
I think
I
it was
probably don't know
Elmer
anything.
that talked to him.
Yeah, I don't know anything. I'm not gonna say anything.
Well then, what are we doing waiting here?
We leaving?
I think so, unless there's something else that needs our attention.
Yeah,
Fine. You guys go. I want to go and talk to the new owner.
okay.
Okay.
Actually, I have an excuse. I'm returning my cup. And I'll stand up to the bar.
Good morning. I wondered when you might show up.
Have we spoken before?
We have, Adad.
Ah. Out of character question. Almar, these sessions are weeks apart, Trajan.
Yeah.
When did I speak to this man? Why did I give him a false name?
You spoke to him not too long ago, not too many sessions ago. You directed him to the Rook.
That's right. Yes, we met in the bazaar.
That's right.
I see you were successful in finding the Rook.
I was, and when I got here, it seems like someone had done most of the cleaning up for me. How convenient.
You're more than welcome.
At that, he raises a brow. You are responsible?
I don't think I'm completely responsible. But perhaps in some small way I impacted the willingness of the previous owner to sell.
Were those your friends you were with?
Yes.
Would you mind bringing them back in? Let's see if you have a few minutes to speak in private.
I think we have a few minutes to speak.
Thank you.
Alright. Again, I will bring the others back through.
Sure.
I'll
Holy
tell
shit.
them
Alright.
he wants to speak.
You guys just walk into each other in the doorway. Smack.
I'll take 1 HP of calamity damage. He wants to speak with us.
Who wouldn't?
Good one.
I'll say quietly, Ruha, do not embarrass us. I'll do the talking.
Up here is the gate.
I'll go through the little gate thing
Mm-hmm.
and into this door.
That's right.
I'll nod at the bartender as I go past.
If only Azan were here.
Well, he's not here, so
He is in
That's so
spirit.
true, Kale. So true. Okay.
Please, I don't have many chairs, but sit if you need.
Is he seated?
No?
I'll keep standing then.
Okay.
Satsuko also keeps standing.
Yeah, power play. Oh my god, I gotta sit down.
Caleb is interested in those wine.
Mm-hmm. There's a nice array of beverages here in these bottles. Now, I've already met Adad here, and myself, I am Harlinus Lemure of the Royal Trade Company.
Easton or Royal? Is that what he says? I'm curious. Does he actually open with Royal Trade Company?
Oh,
Or does he say Easton?
Let me check, because I always get the two confused.
They had a merger. It's fine.
No. Yeah, Royal's the one that's in the Sea of Light. He's from the East Dwaran Company. Now, I have reason to believe that some of you are at least somewhat responsible for making this establishment available for purchase. Is this correct?
That is correct, yes.
Very well. Adad, do you trust your friends?
I do trust them, yes. They're a little eccentric at times. They are trustworthy.
Then, let's cut right to business, shall we? What happened to Merodaz?
The last time I saw Meridas, he was tied to a chair in the hold of a ship, and I left him for the High Palisar to arrest.
The High Palisar. So you're agents of him?
I don't know if I would say agents, so much as we currently mutually benefit each other.
I see. Allies, then. Well, you seem like clever individuals. I'm clearly not here to expand the East Dwaran Company. We have little interest in the Sea of Light competing with the Royal Dwaran. However, no, the one Merodaz, his trade that we all know of, was stepping on our toes. It was very much something that I always had to deal with, but from a distance. I was hoping to come here and put a bounty on his head. But it looks like you've already done it for me. Now, as someone who isn't from here, it would be rude to simply say thank you. It even feels rude to simply pay you in what you've done. No, I don't know how useful this is to you, but removing Merodaz from my list of concerns has made my life so much easier. And in return, let's talk about how I can help you. For example, do you need a place to stay?
Hmm.
Do we need a place to stay?
Vidvisionify,
It
thanks
would
for
be
following.
nice
Sorry.
It would be nice to have a room always reserved. We do travel by here quite often.
That is easily something I can arrange for you, and the least that I can do for you. Are there 4 of you?
There are 5 of us.
5.
Our 5th is currently... Well, our 5th is
Not here.
currently scouting out a lead. There are a couple of bits of information you could provide for us, if you are willing.
Well, first let's sort out one thing at a time. 5. I have a room for 6. I'm afraid it's rather low as far as quality goes, but I can keep it available.
We would appreciate that.
Very well.
It would be...
It is the collective room directly beside the bar. It has its own door that goes outside. I can mark it as reserved indefinitely. Will this please you?
That would be most excellent.
Well then, it's a pleasure doing business. Now.
Whispers.
Whispers? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
What about the sewer entrance? Can you ask Esmond to,
I'll ask. Yes. Are you aware of the entrance to the sewers on the property of this inn?
Look, let's continue this conversation somewhere a little safer, shall we? Please, if you don't mind a little bit of climbing, follow me up here.
BRB.
Okay.
we're entering secret treehouse.
Secret treehouse activated.
Oh gosh, it's a conquistador.
I'm back.
He says something to this man in... who here speaks Remdorian?
I speak Remdorian.
I do.
Okay, you two hear him say, please, wait inside. And he goes into this room. Forgive the mess. It is on my to-do list to clean this place up. There is not meant to be a thing there. Please, sit. Kilbin Ruha? Catching your breath from
I'm in a
climbing up the
sneezing
ladder?
fit.
Oh, okay.
I have difficulty finding the place. There we go. Never mind.
Oh yeah, just to the right, sorry.
Bloop. Spider webs.
It's a little bit run down up here. It looks like it hasn't really been sort of maintained in a while. I'm just going to drag Ruha around. He can sit on his own side for taking so long.
Fuck you.
Please. You were asking about... Where were we? Ah, yes. the sewer entrance. I'm having it watched at the moment. As far as my men have been able to tell me, there's currently no one of concern down there. But I have it... Well...
Excuse me for one moment.
Oh, that was an out-of-character VOE. Excuse me.
You've been excused.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm back.
Yep.
What did he say about the sewer entrance? He's been having it watched.
Yes.
I was wondering whose man that was out there. I went and had a look at it briefly.
Yes, one of mine. I'm sure he'll give me a report of your appearance later tonight. Do you need access to it?
It would be useful to have access to it.
I
Sewer is a
can...
very convenient way of traveling around this part of the city.
I'm afraid I can't relate to that inclination. Seems rather a foul place to go, but I understand that working with the High Balasar, you might want to stay in the shadows. However, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I'm to let you and your friends through, I need to know exactly who they are. Might I ask for some introductions?
Ah, yes. Adad is my name, as you well know. Sitting next to me is Dredgen. At the end of the table, the quiet one, he's Ka. And across the table is Iba.
No, Booba.
Booba, sorry.
Riha, make a deception check.
Okay. There you go, that's a 7.
And
I like how you
the
use my literal real name.
5th?
I just looked at the second... Look, I'll be honest,
yeah.
I did misspeak there. I'm just looking at your list of names, and I saw Iba after Ruha, so I assumed that was your alias. I'd actually be saying Booba in this conversation, but that seems like the time for that has passed. So I apologize.
It's already happened. And the absent?
Her name is Alina. She is a... Is she Remdorian? I always forget her race.
That's what she says.
She's Remdorian. Female. Wears heavy armor. Silvery hair.
It's technically called Alice Blue. Their hair color.
Interesting. Adad, Dredgen, Ka, Booba, and Alina. I can do my best to make sure that you have access to the sewers should you need it. But please try to be discreet about this.
Of course. We'd mainly be using it to enter, because we can't be assured of who's going to be outside when we exit.
Hopefully one of my men, but I understand.
Are you planning on staying in Kistarson for much longer?
Myself personally, I wasn't initially planning on it. I was just going to purchase this. Well, I wasn't planning on purchasing it. I was planning on putting a bounty on Meridaz's head. But I thought the gesture of buying out his old business was just too satisfying. I will likely hand it over to another buyer shortly. Although I am finding myself getting embroiled in local affairs. I'm sure you know what that's like.
Oh, I am very well aware of it.
Yes, rather a messy place, Costarson.
I have a question for you about how much do you know of local affairs? This place is quite complicated.
I know a little bit. What do you speak of?
Meriadas was supplying the mayor, as far as we can work out, with slaves.
The mayor of Costarson.
Indeed.
How
I was wondering
curious.
if you knew anything about him, the mayor.
I don't think I can even remember his name.
Can I do deception check to that?
You mean insight?
Oh, yes.
Sure.
Okay. 19.
19?
Yeah, sound like a bit of an overcompensation.
Yeah. I'm sending you a message. Well, you haven't messaged me in so long, so it's our last message. Okay.
God. Oh god, yeah.
Sorry, Trajum, I don't get to sit down with a person just offering me help like this often, so I'm just trying to think hard about what I can say.
Sure, no rush. However, as you do sit there and take a breather, Aylmar, your stone goes off.
Okay. Are you going to send me the message directly?
I certainly am. Let me find it. Yeah. This is what you hear in your head.
Oh, right.
Would you like to mentally send a response?
I will mentally send a response.
Yep. I quit. just type it back to me. When you're in a business meeting and your phone goes off.
Is he doing this in front of us? Is he?
I can do this mentally in almost an instant. It just takes me a while to type it.
Yeah, the sending stone happens in his head.
What? Okay.
It's equivalent of the sending spell, which is a telepathic message.
It's super advanced.
It is super advanced. I mean, it's magic.
That's pretty cool. So you could do it without anyone even noticing.
I mean, to send it, you have to have the stone out and use it. But when you receive a message and send a message back, it's in your head.
Damn.
Because when you receive a message from sending, you can. It's part of the spell that you can just reply.
Everyone should have sending stone.
Yeah, who's going to pay for that?
Eager people are poor.
Our sponsor.
Poor?
This guy.
It's more that they can't enchant things. It's not very canonical, the sending stone. It's just too convenient to not do it.
There's
it's
the.
like phone.
That's the full return message.
Hang on. Okay. Sure. Okay.
I did have another question for you regarding. Well, did your bartender tell you about the drunkard who was downstairs?
One sec. Yes, one Sir Barnaby, correct?
Yes, correct.
I'm told he has some sort of tiff with some Remdorian fellows, but I don't know anything about that.
There's no Remdorian staying here?
He has been smiling this whole time, but his smile widens.
Okay.
Just as what happens between us is confidential, what happens between me and other clients is also confidential. You understand?
Of course,
Trey.
you are the businessman.
Yes.
And
What about his breathing?
What about his breathing?
He changed emotions, man.
Slightly. Yeah, what about his breathing? Is he giving off corrupted feels?
With your passive perception, he is breathing.
As you do.
Yes.
But does it seem like I'm gonna go further than passive? Is he trying to put on a breathing act? Like, is it, or does it just come naturally like any other
You can
person?
make another perception or insight check.
I would love to. It's a 17.
17. I'm going to send you a message.
Oh, so many massages. Okay.
Yes, I'm afraid there's little more I can say on that, unless the other parties give their express consent.
I understand.
Is
I had one
there...
question for you.
Yes.
You said Meridas's business treaded on your toes.
Yes.
I actually genuinely don't know this, Trajum, and if it's a common thing that I should know, I really want to know.
Sure.
Do the East Triarm Company deal in human beings?
Trafficking.
Trading slaves is not really something that's engaged in by benevolent trade companies. Well, not at all. Like, if they do it, it's done in secret. The major trade companies mainly do stuff like gold and diamonds from Tuarim and that kind of thing.
All right. In which case, can I just backspace? Can I just backspace to talk about Meridas again?
Sure.
Do you know if any of Meridas?
So did you ask that question in real life or did you not then?
No, I didn't.
this life?
I just wanted to
Okay.
know because I don't want to just look like I don't know anything about Riiga because Alma does know more about Riiga than I do off the top of my head.
Yep.
Because he knows stuff he learned from growing up, which I don't have.
Yep.
So I just sort of wanted to clarify that before I asked the question.
Absolutely.
Do you have any... Sorry. Do you have any knowledge of any of Meridas's other associates in the city?
Other associates. All I knew before I came is that the party responsible for what was happening over where I work is that there was a slave operation. One Meridas was running it from Castarson. That's all I knew when I got here. I didn't think that he would be caught up in the official parties of the city. It's rather worrying.
Well, thank you. If we think of anything else you may be able to help us with, will we be able to find you here?
Most likely, or you can leave a message for my barman. I trust him.
Very well. I think that's all I can think of unless any of the others has anything they'd like to talk about.
I have one question before we go.
Yes, Dredgen.
You said you were involved in a trading company, correct?
That's right, I'm a member of the East Tuarim Company.
Yes. I'm not sure how much you may know on the matter, but I was going to see if you've heard of any companies getting imports in from Tamania here in Castarson.
Let's see. Well, I suppose between here and Tamania, it's not very common for the international companies because, well, sailing from the Sea of Light to Tamania, as I'm sure you know, is rather an ordeal, being on opposite sides of the world. So, I know that sometimes we do interact with traders coming from Timanea, but it's not often. They do often come up in the Shard Sea. Why do you ask?
Oh, I actually come from Tamania myself. I have been meaning to get some lawyers from back home, but haven't been able to find any here in Castarson.
I see. Yes, in terms of trading coming in from a variety of places, I would say Vastin is much more of a hub for surrounding cultures, bordering on Ivachian, Karbak, Selaru, and so on. This city is notably more benevolent than where I'm from. Not that that's entirely a bad thing.
I see.
Was there some wares in particular you're looking for? Perhaps I can keep an eye out for it.
I was looking for more traditional Tamanian-styled clothing.
Is that so? Now, when we say Tamanian, do you talk about north or south or west or the Islands of Night?
The Islands of Night in particular.
It's not very common that you see garments from there traded so far, especially since, well, no offense, but their clothes aren't exactly fashionable here. But I can keep an eye out for it.
In particular, I was looking for darker clothes and I suppose the dark hood as well. Somewhat similar to the shinobis wear in the Islands of Night.
Not something I honestly know much about, but I'll make a mental note and keep an eye out for it.
Thank you.
Oh, quite all right. Free of charge, of course. Please, I cannot stress this enough. Removing Meridas is a dream come true for me. Miraculous, almost. I do want to repay you all as best I can. And money feels so trivial sometimes, you understand? So impersonal.
I can understand that, and I greatly appreciate your kindness.
Of course.
About Meridas,
Yes?
what business did he make so hard for you to conduct?
Ah, well, he checks notes.
Couldn't be slavery now, could it?
He operated... Well, there are slave trades around Riiga, as I'm sure you probably know, and there are particular routes that are commonly taken by slavers. Going up and down East Tuarim is one of them. Normally, it is not something we have to deal with, as the East Tuarim route doesn't really go to anywhere that traditionally accepts slaves. However, in the last, what shall we say, 5, 6, 7 years perhaps, we at the East Tuarim Company noticed that there were other traders going up and down, and certain little birds told us that they were bringing, let's say, human goods into Benevis of all places. Normally we would overlook this since it doesn't step on our toes. However, it became clear that this slave trade was not only growing in power, finding some way to be increasingly well funded, but they were rather, let's say, aggressive in their trades. There is no overlap of competition in what we were trading, but they commonly employed the use of pirates and such. It became rather problematic, especially in the past year or two. It seemed to really pick up when the war started between this kingdom and the Lern Alliance, which I suppose, now that you mention Meridas was working with the mayor, you can see why that would be the case.
You can?
Yes, well, a war is... It brings about certain tragedies, but it also brings about certain opportunities. What with a war between this very duchy we're in, Mevesdor, is the only duchy that borders the Lern Alliance on a main road, which means this duchy has the largest distraction when it comes to wars, which means that anybody who wanted to operate something away from the eyes of other governmental powers would take this opportunity of the war to do so. It's rather obvious, don't you think?
I can see that being one possible reason.
You have other theories?
No, still figuring it out.
Of course.
Do you have any other theories?
I only just learned he was working with the mayor, so I haven't really had time to think on it much. Please, my friends, do let me know if there's anything else you need, but I need to get back to business if you don't mind. And I don't want to keep
Thank
you
you.
from your day either.
Thank you for your kindness.
Of course. An enemy of Meridas is a friend of the East Tuarim Company. And I shouldn't need to say that everything we have spoken about does not leave this room.
Of course.
Very good. Well, shall we?
Indeed, let us.
He opens the hatch and goes back to wait by this door. Enjoy your day.
You too.
This place doesn't have any mayor stuff, does it?
Mayor
No
stuff?
mayor stuff.
Like a picture of him on the wall? What do you mean?
Ruha, just come down the damned ladder.
Mayor smell.
Oh, just
Mayor
just
badges.
go.
You don't have a Marby nose.
I turned your dial off to smell the mayor.
Nice. Alright. You can pop out. Yeah. I mean,
Well
you can...
done, Ruha. You went almost the entire meeting without saying anything.
What do you guys want to do?
We should still scout out the institute. Also, I got a sending stone message from the High Palisar.
What did it say?
To read it to you verbatim, it said, "Mission incomplete. Corrupted slaves and ether monsters on board. Partial pay held by Sergeant in market under the name of Osgood. Inform when able to resume work." I think we must...
Motherfucker.
I think the ether monsters and the corrupted slaves must have been behind the door in the hole that Azan was trying to open before he died. I tried the handle before I left, but it was locked, and after the Palisars arrived and Azan died, I didn't really feel like sticking
No one
around.
did.
Yes. I sent back a message saying, "Noted, apologies for the oversight. Please advise what happened to Azan's body. We are busy today. We'll advise tomorrow when able to resume." So we have today to scout out the Carson Institute, and I have that meeting tonight. So we should go and leave this place. And yes, we should head towards the Carson Institute and scope it out. I think Alina will be gone for a little while.
Carson Institute. Cool.
Should we really
Ruha.
leave her alone? What?
your big PP at it again.
Ruha, sometimes the big cosmological voice in our head that narrates the results of our actions says things have to be set a certain way, and sometimes I believe that just has to happen.
Riha,
Okay.
you notice on this table, sort of kind of tucked
Yes?
away, but you glance around as you're always looking at everything. There is what looks like a notice that might be sort of put up on a board, but it looks like it's been sort of pulled off and tucked away. And you notice
I'll
it
take a little
because
look-see.
you see a familiar name on it. As you go to it and unfold it to have a look at it fully, you notice it says a notice from the Red Temple. All who die of uncertain or unexpected causes to be reported to the Red Temple for the body to be collected by order of Father Baldwar.
What the fuck? These guys are crazy. Jesus. Alright. I'm gonna relay this information. Holy fuck. They're just looking for corpses.
Wait, no, that's not what they said.
It
Read
is?
the notice again, Trey. All who die...
All who die of uncertain or unexpected causes report it to the Red Temple for the body to be collected by order of Father Baldwar.
For us to collect the body from them, or for the Red Temple to collect the body?
Report the death that happens of an uncertain or unexpected cause to the Red Temple for the body to be collected.
Okay.
What does this mean? He's looking.
Look, I'm trying to work out if it means the Red Temple does the collecting, or if I do the collecting from the Red Temple.
Okay.
Why would
the
you
Red
do the
Temple
collecting?
wants the corpses because they want to revive them. Or
It's
something.
it's the kind of notice that would be up on a notice board.
Alright, look, let's just go out into the street.
Okay.
But wait a second. Okay, so it was here. The text, right?
It's on the table.
Paper. And on the table, is there any writing equipment? Was this written here,
No.
or was this just kind of scooped out? Okay.
It's like it's gives the impression like someone emptied their pockets when they came in and just like shoved it there.
Okay, good to know. I'll put it back where it was, same position if I can.
Okay. Doo-boo-boo. Doo-boo-boo. Very moved.
Gibraltar.
Alright, back out in the Rook.
This sounds like music that you need to march out into a city under full beam.
Oh
The
yeah.
city isn't actually destroying itself.
Not yet.
The city's
Alright.
absolutely destroying itself.
What? That's crazy talk.
Only I had a spell that made people forget things. And I'd cast it on
If
myself
only.
every 5 seconds.
It's called cope.
I'm gonna start walking down the street, but don't move me off the map because I want to see what's inside this area.
Sure. The
Horses.
budget's been increased. It's like this entire map was
yes.
handmade.
Yeah, with a little alley back then.
Yep, little stable.
It's pretty cool.
And it looks like it goes straight through to the entrance to the sewers.
There's a little like a cobblestone wall here, so the horses don't wander back. But it does seem to connect to the same area, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not a little cobblestone wall, substantial. Otherwise, the horses would just
Jump it.
yeah. Right, back out into the city.
Back out into the city.
Back out into the city. Back out into Castarson. It's cloudy, but it's probably midday. Got the whole day ahead of you.
Alright, that was interesting. Didn't expect that to work out in our favor as much as it did. Can the rook go from yellow to green again?
Sure.
I think the rook is safe again.
Yes, but that was really weird. The guy claimed not to know anything about the mayor and all the things going around concerning the stones.
Hmm. He just
I mean-
learned Meridas was connected. We gave him that information.
But did he really?
I believe the surprise to be genuine.
If he were working for the mayor, then he would be actively betraying people by putting a bounty on Meridas.
I'm not saying he was working with them, but it just seems strange that he doesn't know anything while he's. Wait, was he the head? Was he the head of the trading company?
No.
He said he was a member.
No, it's just a member. Okay.
A member.
The head of the training company would probably just, leave gold coins every time he took a step.
Yeah, that's not the head.
Yeah. The trade companies like that, they usually don't have a head. They're usually like run by like a collection of people. You could be one of those. You could be under them somehow. He does seem pretty
So
well off
here's-
though.
So we could go and scout the Castle Institute again. That notice has me interested in the Red Temple again. And it's been a long time since we scouted the Red Temple. But I think for today we should focus on the Castle Institute.
That would be best too.
Now, I have a question about Southwest Sewer over there. Is that actually in a building or anything? Or is it just an entrance we found?
It is not in a building.
You know, we do have a key to the lower floors of the Red Temple. If we went there through the sewers, we might be able to investigate what is happening and what they're doing with these bodies.
We can't afford to get distracted again. I spent longer at the Rook than I thought. Our main job for today is to investigate the Carson Institute. And to
Right.
get back to the surface for my meeting at the Six Bells. Tonight.
Keep in the back of your mind.
So, shall we walk to the Carson Institute? I think it's only about 10 minutes away.
How about this? We're coming up to a break, so let's have a break now, and you guys can talk about it more and think about it more, and then when we come back, you can make your final choice.
Yeah, I'm your name, baby.
Alright. Break time. Be right back.
That was an enjoyable little morning interlude. So what do you think our best way of infiltrating the Carson Institute is?
So quiet.
I'm fine.
You're not fine. Stop lying.
Holy fuck.
I'm back.
Right back.
Is he all there?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Ying.
Shush.
I was already done. You can't say
Good.
shush when I'm done.
This meme. I love
Which
this.
one?
I'll put it on stream. I love this
Oh,
one
the
so
one I just
much.
made.
Yeah, it's so good. God,
I guess I might repost it in Riga.
it's so good. I don't know if many people will get it, but actually no, some
many
yeah.
people.
It's
I mean,
so
I
good.
might read. I mean, most people that know you probably would get it.
True. Oh, that's so good. I don't even know what these ones at the top are. It's like you don't need them.
Yeah, I know you don't. I know
Just-
you
just-
don't. I know you
That's-
don't. We're just about this part.
Just use Google Sheets, bro.
Since
Does everything.
it's Trey approved,
It's so good.
so it goes here.
Oh my god. Excel
Yeah,
data
proof.
scientist.
Yes, it's so good.
Makes a user interface with Excel.
Oh. Are we all back?
So you noticed the,
Man, so good.
so you noticed the new mic, hey yo?
Yeah, after all,
Holy fuck.
I think I didn't get hit with the quality as much as I thought I would, which is like I just assumed you were like back to the whatever decent previous one you had, because at one point you had like a acceptable microphone.
I'm back to the decent, acceptable one. Yeah.
So it's not the Blue Yeti, because I remember you like mentioning something about Blue Yeti.
Yes. Then Malcolm.
Maybe-
Sorry. Then Virgil's budget decided, hey,
Malcolm.
Oh,
hey, buddy,
I
we need to eat this
fair
week.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Eat the
Okay,
Yeti.
so it all makes sense.
So it's a decent microphone, but it's not a blue Yeti.
There is definitely nothing wrong with it. That sounds like sarcasm.
True.
Criticizes just fine the way it is. I've
What?
heard that before.
You're talking in your sleep, too.
What? I'm
All
talking what?
You're having nightmares, T.
Okay, Dennis.
Yes, I'm here.
D.
What?
I'm here.
Daz.
I'm here.
Virgil was just talking. You'll come in
Dead.
eventually. I get it. You'll come in eventually, 'cause, you know, yeah. Anyway, so
I'm sure you will pop up.
Virgil, come back. If I stare at him intensely enough, he'll come back.
Hey, what's the time limit for this NPC encounter, for Yuliusha encounter?
There is none.
Is it just gonna trigger randomly?
You know how
after,
hard it
like,
is
1 year
to
passes?
figure out what this party's gonna
It's-
do.
I mean, I'm alright. I'm not bothered, so
Really?
there's no pressure on trying to make it happen.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Look-
I'm not gonna force something.
Look, I'll be honest. I went with that because I'm like, oh, the guys invited us upstairs, and when I saw the guy with a unique token, I'm like, aha, yes.
To be fair, when you said when you guys like paid attention to a character and I wasn't actually looking at the stream for a moment, I got like, holy shit, the Trajan just throw me randomly.
Yeah, hope you're
I
ready.
low-key expect Trajan to just surprise me. Like not even
Surprise.
tell me that I'm coming, just fucking introduce a token.
Yeah,
I'd really like some indication on where where to go to find Yule's new character, but
No,
Which
it's
is-
fine, it's fine. It should happen naturally.
yeah.
I'm around, okay? Just assume I'm around.
What if
My-
naturally it's like 10 weeks?
And it's 10 weeks. My favorite part was when the guy tells in Remdorian a guy to like go into a room, and the guy's like, "Do you know anything about the Remdorians?" And he's like, "No." Anyway,
we didn't ask him about Remdorians, did we?
you did.
Yes, you did. You asked about the the mercenary group.
All right, roll back. Back to the game.
I like the idea that that was Delafor. We just screwed up by not having a leader in the party.
You'll never know. I mean, you'll
Indeed,
eventually
we
know,
won't.
maybe. Okay, back to the map. We are back in the city. Have you guys decided where you want to
Well, everyone
We're back in the
disappeared
city.
until you came out.
go? Yep,
So,
I repeat.
I
Has
was
everyone
thinking
decided where to
Carlson
go?
Institute. Carlson Institute,
Excuse me.
unless anyone wants to object.
No one wants to object.
No objections.
Yes, I want to object.
Objection, Your Honor. Okay.
You're not here, so you can't.
Got him. Okay, Carson Institute is down the road. Normal pace? It's only like 10 minutes either way.
Normal bit.
Alright. The party heads to the Carson Institute. Let's see if anything happens. Alright, as you see the Institute looming over the shorter buildings around it, from a distance at least, it appears normal. It's not on fire, it's not destroyed, it's occupied. You come closer, close enough to see the entrance, and the entrance is, of course, closed. However, from down the street, you can all see that there is a small congregation outside the front gate. There is a horse and cart, and there are some guards talking to other guards. The moment you roll down the street, what would you like to do?
There's something going on up there. I can send a martyr up ahead to actually get a decent look through her eyes if you'd like. That might be the
Also,
subtlest way.
just to remind you, we recall the magic detection technology that the mayor's people owned.
We do recall that, yes.
Yes, recall it.
Alright. I'll send a martyr to flutter down on like a chimney or something and then look through our eyes at this fuss in front of the Castle Institute.
Get a bit of a closer look. Alright.
Yeah.
You don't really need to roll perception for this. Unless you want to.
I don't really want to, I'll just...
Okay,
take
just a
it.
closer look. Alright. Armada flies as close as to remain inconspicuous, and you have a look through her eyes. The carriage, the cart is covered, so you can't tell what's inside, but it doesn't strike you as a cart that a merchant might own.
Well,
Are you good?
I'm fine.
Okay. Fantastic. It is well covered, and the one horse is waiting around. There are two guards that you can see are the mayor's guards, with they normally have like a blue icon on them in game. And there is some sort of argument going on between them and the two guards at the Institute. Whatever they're talking about, they are disagreeing on it.
Is the cart going in? Is the horse pointing into the Institute or out of the Institute? Like, if the horses start walking, what direction would the cart go?
It would go past the Institute. It's positioned like it can turn into the Institute.
Caleb, do you want to try and get closer to see if you can hear what they're arguing about?
You can try.
Alright.
Be-
Caleb.
Yes.
That's you. You want to try and sneak closer?
Yes. Do I have... Yeah. Stealth?
Well, let me put you on the map.
Meep. Meep. Where am I?
I will put you over here.
Mhm.
So to the east, you can see the thing that's going on. Give me a stealth check. And
16.
16. Okay, so you can scoot up sort of along the wall. The windows are high up, so you don't have to worry about walking directly in front of them. And there's shrubbery and like light gardens along, so you can creep along through there and get closer.
I'll get this close, maybe?
Yep.
That should be able to hear. Perception.
Perception check.
10.
A 10.
Yes.
Right.
Your perception.
I
For
am
my-
going to type to you interaction. I'm going to use an M to signify the mayor's men talking, and a C to signify the Carson Institute guards talking.
Okay.
So you catch the tail end of the conversation. I'll give you a moment to read it.
Tail end of the conversation. Okay, let's see. Caleb wants to make his way back to the party.
Sure thing. The horse and cart departs at the end of that conversation as well. Alright, back to the party. I'm going to put all you guys on the map then. Let's put you over here. Amar, Sotska, Ruha, here you are.
Okay.
Yes, Caleb?
Yes, seems like the mayor is starting to collect bodies, or the mayor's men is starting to collect bodies on behalf of Bad Boldward. And they're in front of the Carson Institute because they think that there's body in there. And for some reason, the overseer of the institute say the institute's still closed.
The institute is still closed. And something weird is going on with Father Boldwar and these bodies. We know he was into necromancy and all sorts of other weird, well, for want of a better word, weird shit. So we should really,
Be careful, or go to the bottom of this.
I don't know if we get answers from going into the institute so much as perhaps it would be wiser to go to reddit.com, according to the name near my head. But
It's .co.
r/something.
What's the subreddit?
Mr. Valor.
Mr. Valor?
It's where
He
the map
made
is
his
from.
own fucking subreddit? What a fucking... Jeez.
He jumps into the stream. Hey guys.
This is the real mastermind behind the conspiracy. I think-
Mr. Valor, more like Mr. Velour, because of Velour. Okay, whatever.
Just talk over to you.
I have a fever.
In which case, I have a suggestion. Let's go through the sewers and go to the Red Temple.
Now?
Now?
Did you think of it now?
Yes, I did think of it just now. We're not going to get into the Institute this way if they say the Institute's still closed.
Wait, did you even guys hear what? Did you guys even hear what was being talked about? Those cart dudes, those guards. What were they talking about?
Caleb just said they were collecting bodies for Baldwar.
Okay, cool.
If you say so. Yeah, I guess we need to go to see what's down there in the Red Temple.
I suppose so.
Alright. To the Red Temple? Is that where we're going?
Yes, the Red Temple. And then afterwards, I have a proposal as well.
Sure. What?
I would propose. Let's go to the Rook and then take the sewers to the Red Temple.
No.
I don't think we're going to find out anything if we go through the front door. They're just going to have their normal sermons and shit. We need to actually see what's going on.
Why don't we use the... I could be convinced either way on this. What do you think, Satsuka? Do we take the sewer approach directly? Or not?
Yeah, I think the sewer would be better.
Alright. I have to keep an eye on the time, remember. I don't want to miss this appointment with the Vamir. I think she could give us some very valuable information. I know I keep harping on about it, but it's to remind myself as much as you guys. So if this mission goes on long, I won't be able to continue all the way into the Red Temple with you. But I will come through the sewers with you.
I'm sure we'll have enough time. It's still
Alright then.
after
It's
midday,
midday.
just after.
Alright then. Should we enter through the bazaar or through the Rook?
The Rook, since we know for sure that we can get in, and it's friendly.
There is also the southwest sewer entrance, but yeah, that's going a bit far out of our way. Alright.
Okay, so going to the Rook, to the sewer, and then Red Temple via sewer.
Yes.
Yes.
Alrighty. Let me arrange some stuff. So feel free to talk amongst yourselves.
This is going to go horribly.
Why would you say that?
I don't know, I just have a gut feeling.
Positive energy. Think about that.
What?
Alright. No, I'm not doing that. Nothing. Thanks, RTX boys. By the way, who has the key? Do we remember who physically holds the key?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter too much, because bro, all of us are here except for Alina, which is who cares? She's not gonna have the key.
Damn. I don't keep track of your items. Who has the key?
The key to the lower levels of the Red Temple.
Yep.
I do.
Cool.
There you go. This is nice music. Okay, that should be pretty good. So, making way back to the Rook. What pace?
I would say approaching brisk.
Brisk pace. Take it down to a 5-minute walk.
A brisk pace isn't suspicious, is it?
No, it just makes it like a brisk pace means that you can't sneak, you can't look for stuff as you go. It may be slightly high chance of some events happening, but you'll get there twice as fast. To everyone else, it just looks like you're, late for a meeting or something. You're not like full on sprinting through the crowds. Right, back to the Rook. Easy. Brisk pace. Underrated. Okay. Go to the rook.
You just bullied Yule off the server, T. Well done.
Easy.
What?
I'd like to believe that that was me who made you quit. Leave.
He left what?
He just
Discord
left and
talk.
joined.
Oh,
Discord.
OBS mutes it, so I don't hear anything. Okay. Goes rest of the rook. You going in? I guess. Or
We're going in.
How do you
but
wanna
of
get to the
course
back?
we have to know. We gotta notify the Twarum guy, man, so that we're let in. Since I assume that guy doesn't yet know that we're friendly.
All right, come on, let's go.
the Twarum guy?
Good
Yeah,
guy.
the trading company guy.
Arlenus?
Yes, the Frenchman.
He said to give your names to go down if I didn't. Maybe I didn't really explain that.
All right,
Really? Okay.
let's go then. If we don't have to tell him, we'll give our names.
Nope.
This place looks so nice. How'd you make? Okay. The fuck.
I made this. Those look like outhouses. I made this map using Dungeon Draft.
Okay.
Wait,
Because the
where is
details
Elmar?
are really nice looking.
Ah, there you
Thank
go.
you.
I'll come
I
and
was more
sell this guy.
complimenting the tools, but yeah, this is also.
I mean, I
nice.
made it look nice.
Well, you look nice.
Thank you.
Good day.
Morning.
Adad, Dredgen, Carr over there, and Booba. We have permissions from Harlanus to use this entrance.
He reaches into his vest and takes out a little piece of paper and squints at it. All right.
All right, I'll descend.
Going on down.
Okay.
I just moved it back because we're moving
Yep.
maps anyway.
Allahu Akbar.
What?
Wait, what?
I jumped down.
Snack bar?
I was a suicide bomber all along.
Cool. Sound like you got a
Sewers
headache,
immediately
Elmar.
collapse.
I cast explosive jihad.
I will bring Amata to my shoulder, so I have her name
Sure.
helping.
So is anyone going to light a light while I change the music?
Let's get through this door first and see if there's anyone around before you actually start bringing any light sources into here. T, and this is actually, I'm asking a question of T. Where's the sewer map that we keep referring to
Where's
over
the
and
sewer
over?
map? I'll find it. It's,
Once we're
Somewhere.
done, once we come down here, so let's take out our mask and put it on.
Mask is on? Cool.
so many wonderful maps.
Sorry, give me a second. I dropped off of roll 20.
Oh, that's not good. You need that to
back.
play.
Gosh, I hate this place. Especially when the music bot is really loud.
Yep. Turn it down to whatever you like. As you can
Alright.
hear it.
Remember, guys, from the market entrance, you cannot go left. That was a bit of a problem a few times. 'Cause there are
Alright,
bars.
Good thing you
I'll
updated the
open
map
this-
to reflect that.
I'll
I
open
am
this
not
door.
going to do that.
Okay. Stepping down, I believe this is actually the first entrance you guys found. So perhaps there's a little bit of... Okay. A little bit of nostalgia coming down here. This door, very much secured in place in terms of the frame. However, when you try the handle, it does open with a subdued, rusty creak. I would like you guys to make stealth checks, because I am assuming you are trying to travel quietly. Stealth. 10, 22, 16. If anyone wants advantage, they can have it, because... actually...
Everyone here has advantage because
What you mean, Trey?
in the dark.
We can just have it if we want. What do you mean?
Well, I was going to say because you're in complete darkness, but that depends if you're going to use a light. So for now, I'll just go with the normal stealths. 22, 16, 15. Alright. Everyone is sneaking. I'm going to put sneak icons on. Thank you.
Alright, Setsuka, you and I go up ahead. You two can't see. Stay here and we'll come back for you with light. If we can.
Okay.
It smells, aside from smelling horrible like a sewer, it smells really smoky as well.
Alright, Setsuka. You go back and get the others with the light. I'm gonna go up to the main junction to see if there's anybody off of it, okay?
Okay. Right, it's safe to come up now. Do either of you have a torch?
I think I have a lantern somewhere. Hang on. Lantern. No, I have a torch. I'll light the torch.
Light a torch? Yep, I just had to watch Aylmar. Okay. Torch.
Ooh. Okay, let's get out of the water.
Riiga is getting left behind in the darkness.
Stop. Okay.
Okay.
Fucking what?
Come
What is Cuba?
on, Wolfman.
And you're the biggest idiot this side of the light.
Ah, hello, Elmo.
I have higher IQ than you.
Alright, Setsuka. The main junction looks clear. I'll signal to you whether it's safe to come up. I'm gonna try and see if the path towards the Red Temple entrance is clear. I'll signal you with my hands. So you stay out here where you can see me.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna pull myself up this.
Yeah. It smells very smoky down here.
Alright, Satsuka. You can bring the others up to this main junction area. I think we can head north without too much danger.
Right, I'll go let them know.
It's a
Where says
place-
it's safe to move up now.
Okay. Be after you.
Oh, we're going by the side. It's fine.
Satsuka.
Yes.
Alright. Get the others onto the ledge I'm standing on. I'm going to go further north.
Okay. Just hop across.
Hippity hop, I guess.
Hippity hoppity. Do I need to do a check or no? Okay, I won't.
What
To
do I see
jump?
in the darkness there, Trajan?
I mean, you
Wait,
guys
we're
have
all
already
jumping?
you guys have already waited in the sewage, so if you're trying to avoid that, it's too late.
Who's that there?
You see I'll update this thing for you. Hey, buddy.
Okay. Alright. Oh, heavens.
I love that part. Jump scare.
I'll signal to Satsuka with my hand to follow to where I am.
Can you see that far, Satsuka?
We could have to
You've only
go
got
right
60.
here.
Yeah,
Oh,
she can't see as far as an owl in the
Okay.
dark.
I'll come back and say, come on, up here.
We're good to move up now.
Yes.
Well, less lights here than we visited. People left.
There is in fact no light. Everything is completely dark.
Alright, you guys stay there. I'll just check the passage that goes over to the Red Temple entrance. Do I see light emanating from there?
Oh, excuse me, that is an error. No.
Alma stops to briefly take some more of his schizophrenia medication.
You're out of schizophrenia medication.
I start talking to Amata. You always end up in situations like this. It's all your fault. You never loved me.
What the fuck?
Amata
Schizophrenia,
says,
man. It's
you
a
got
hell
me
of a
killed.
disease. So, explain what I'm seeing here, Trajan. 'Cause I'm just trying to get levels in this place.
So directly south of you, it remains level. This part here is up a small piece of a small set of stairs, and there is a doorway here which is open. Another doorway here which is closed.
Alright, I recognize this now.
Yeah.
Alright. walk a little more briskly now that I've seen there's no one there. Can Satsuka see me down this hallway?
I can now.
I'll signal that it's safe to come.
So, all right, you two, we're going to move ahead.
Doesn't use the bridge.
What the fuck? On my screen, Satsuka's here. Oh, okay. Why are you on there? I was like, what the fuck? Why are you?
I don't remember.
Killam's AI is busted.
I don't remember. I don't remember this place. It's so dark.
You have to remember. You just gotta follow.
Mm.
Following the killer.
Following the murderer. There's a dark fire in here.
Blackfire.
Gesundheit.
Same. Thank you. Bless. What? What do you even say when someone says bless you? Is there like a counter?
Thank you.
Hey, okay.
So,
Hello again.
Hello?
This is
That's my old friend.
all right. This is the Red Temple entrance. It's up these stairs.
Should you and I go up alone at first? Or
I'd rather use your skills to see if you can see if there's anything beyond the keyhole.
let's see. I'll have a look. Well,
Who did the sound effects?
I'll press the key for the undercroft into Satsuka's hands. Here's the key for the lower levels. Don't lose it.
so the stairs. It's these ones, right?
Yes, the
Okay.
door at the top of the stairs is unlocked, but there's another door inside that room.
Yep, there's a door just here.
Yeah, Satsuka will have a look through the keyhole first.
Peering through the keyhole, you see about 30 feet away more stairs going up, and there is a low light burning in this room. But from what you can see, it's a small room and it looks like it is empty.
It looks like the room's empty, but there's a low burning light in there.
You go through first, probably the safest.
Alright. Satsuka will go ahead and open the door.
Alright, it's locked.
She will try and use the key.
You use the key to the Red Temple Undercroft. It is open.
She'll go ahead and take a step inside then.
Okay.
Right, she's gonna slowly close the door behind her but not lock it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a torch in there and a ladder going up. Otherwise the room is empty.
Okay. Satsuka, what time of day is it? You have the best sense of time.
Using my keen mind feat, what time of day would it be, if I had to guess?
Not much time has passed. It's still early in the afternoon. Very early.
I'd say probably early afternoon at best.
All right. Okay. Alright, let's go and have a look then.
Right.
I'll open the door, if Setsuka didn't bother relocking it.
Yeah, she didn't relock it. Should the others wait down here?
Yes, I think you can bring them up into this little side room, though.
Okay.
Best not to have them sitting out with an open flame.
Alright. We're good to move ahead a bit.
Okay. Nice.
Alright, I'm gonna shut this door, but it'll stay unlocked. I'll shut this door, but leave it unlocked.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll go up first. Actually, you know, you're more stealthy than me. You should probably be the one who does the scouting ahead.
Alright. Satsuka will go ahead and climb the ladder through.
All right. One moment.
I'm going to be here for 1 minute.
Sure thing. Red Temple. Red Temple is a map that I want to remake.
Red Temple.
It's not remade yet.
Just
What?
Red Temple.
No.
Saido Chesto.
No. No. No.
Where are we? I can't see anything. It's all black.
You aren't anywhere. One sec.
Why? Is there no space?
There's no space or time.
Am I no longer conscious?
Are you what?
Am I no longer conscious, is what I said.
You're downstairs.
Same thing,
No.
really.
Satsuka. Is that stairs I heard?
Mhm.
Yes. Climbing up the stairs, after a couple of turns, you come up to a daylit room.
I see. I will just head back down now and let Elmar know. It leads up to a room with a... Are these benches or like desks?
Those are shelves with scrolls and books.
I see. Okay. I'll go back down and let Elmar know that it leads up to a room with a chair and a bunch of bookshelves.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I just lost myself on the map.
Gotta take more meds.
Okay. It doesn't sound overly different from the last time when we were here, but I didn't see the Undercroft. I know Edward ran through it.
Looked like there was daylight coming into the room.
Well, we can't be too far into the city then. Satsuka, I don't want to get trapped in the Red Temple without a plan.
I agree. Perhaps it'd be better to come back to this another time then.
Yes, but then what was the point? We just know we can get into the Red Temple through this entrance now.
Yes, we have a idea of how far it goes up.
Yes. It can't. Okay. Edward said that he got captured down here, didn't he? When you were captured at the Red Temple, right?
I remember saying something about that, yeah.
Well, in which case he couldn't have fled for too long, so he mustn't be too far from the above-level Red Temple complex. I do want to find Baldur and put a stop to whatever he's doing with these corpses. That leaves us with one other thing we should do. We really should find an entrance to the Carson Institute through these sewers. I'm not really sure what to do next.
Carson Institute. I know there is an entrance down here, but if I'm remembering right, it's fairly difficult to get to.
Alright, let's open up this door and talk to the others.
Yep.
And close it behind you, Satsuka.
Satsuka will close it behind her and lock it back, and hand Elmar the key.
All right, locked.
Take the key back. We're about a level below the Red Temple's complex.
You
Is Elmar here?
interested?
Yes, I'm here.
What the fuck is going on? Okay.
We're about a level below the Red Temple complex. But I don't really want to go up into there without having a plan of action. And I don't think we have one at the moment.
That's true. We don't really have a plan of action for getting into anywhere.
Yes, but we actually have access to the Red Temple, and they don't know we have access to the Red Temple.
So what are you going to do now?
Well, we have enough time to try and find an entrance to the Carson Institute. But I need to get back to 3 coins before tonight so I can clean off this mess.
We could always stop by the rope before you leave instead of having to go all the way back to 3 coins to clean up.
Point. Alright then. So what do we want to do? Do you guys want to go up to the Red Temple Complex, or should we go and try and find a way into the Carson Institute?
Do we remember how easy it is to get to the... Well... So, we are 1 level below the ground level of the Red Temple.
Yes.
Last time, were there a lot of people here? Because I don't remember that. This was where we met Lorente, yes?
The only one to go through here was Edward, if I remember correctly.
No,
The room where they hid Lorente, Satsuka, was a different set of stairs down to where you just came up from.
Different set of stairs to where they came up from?
So the space down from Lorente was in like a library to the north side of the cloister, and the room you just came up in, Satsuka, was not that room. So there are multiple spaces beneath the Red Temple.
the multiple spaces from the red symbol that would lead to the sewers is what you're saying.
You don't know
Or am I
that?
misunderstanding?
So you know how when Lorente first came here, they put him in like an undercroft?
Mhm.
That didn't connect to the room that you just came up in. It was a completely different room.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was asking if it went to the same room that Lorenzo was in. I see.
Yeah, so Ruha's talking about a different part of the undercroft that doesn't seem to be connected to this part.
Well, I didn't look around too much, but it wasn't the same room, no.
It's your choice. If you feel confident that you won't be seen, I think it would be good to look around a bit to know our options, and then we'll have the option to plan. But we don't know anything about what's in there.
I'm okay with you deciding to scout for a bit more, Satsuka, if that's what you want to do.
I don't think that would be a good idea. Because, like I said, I saw daylight coming into that room, which means I would more than likely be much easier to spot than if it were at night.
It's not a bad idea.
You're on the ground floor, you're pretty certain of that.
What if you guys come back here tonight? I think Satsuka's capable of guiding you through the sewers by herself, and you'd have much more chance of infiltrating this place under the cover of darkness.
Mm.
We
Do you
should
really
split
want
up
to
like
split?
this.
Do you really
Pardon?
want to split?
Well, I said to the Vamir I'd meet her alone, so we're going to have to split anyway. And I'm not planning on
We
going
can-
anywhere. But I'm not planning on going anywhere but the 6 bells and the 3 coins.
We can just skip, past the day, and then just do it tomorrow. Go down here. I don't think we should split. You should be here.
I think it would be better if we come back here as a group.
All right.
I think so too.
Alright then. Well, we'll come back here as a group then.
Right? Should we just go back, let you speak to the Vermeer, and then come back here later?
Yes. Why don't we go back to... Where's the southwest sewer entrance? I know there's one near the 3 coins. We should make for that one. It's closer.
Well, there's the one that exits from the sewer. I mean, there's the
Yes.
one that
Unlike all the other
exits
sewer
to
exits.
the 3 coins, which is to the southwest. We could go
Yes.
through there.
I think that would be the best. We'll clean up at the 3 coins. I don't want to go into the rook smell. I don't want to go into the rook this dirty.
So true. Right, let's go then. I don't know how to go.
Remember,
So you said it went round to the southwest?
Yes, we just go straight south until we reach the arena where the Haas was fighting.
I think the arena's through there. Or is it further south
Yes.
than this?
Straight south.
Yep. I believe it'd be through here then.
I know.
You going?
I can't see shit. Please, someone go ahead of me, please.
Ah, I made mistakes.
Mistakes have been made.
And
Ah, yes. The Haas
Oh,
exit.
God. What is this? What happened?
What's what?
Okay. Everything disappeared for a second.
I'm trapped in some sort of weird between the walls dimension. I have come to accept this as my. Oh, never mind. I was going to make my dome without me speech.
All right.
A worthy enemy. Oxygen.
Which brings you to this exit. And it's only a couple minutes to the 3 coins, so you guys can go there just fine. I heard a mention of time skip. What do you guys want to do?
Go to the 3 coins, clean up, go, let Ilmar speak to the Vermeer, while we probably accompany him just in case.
You guys are staying outside and far, far away from me.
Okay, bro, we'll still keep watching, and then, we'll fucking... That's it, right? We just then go down. Or do we wait till tomorrow? But we are looking to go in at night, right? Maybe
Well,
less activity, but is that a thing?
how long does a long rest take as a minimum?
8 hours.
And it's just past noon?
Yeah. You can't get the benefits of a long rest twice within 24 hours.
24 hours? Because we slept late this morning because we were up late last night.
Yeah. You can always pass time, though. Like, once you're somewhere safe, you can just essentially, like, fast wait. Press T on your keyboard.
Scott.
No, Morrowind.
Okay. Let's go and clean ourselves up at the 3 coins. I don't think we're too messy, but it's never...
I mean, you've waded through sewage because you're in the canals, but aside from that, no.
Yeah, so let's clean ourselves up here.
Yep.
We should probably go through the Azan pile a bit more too.
Where's the 3 coin? I've lost it. There it is.
Right below.
I was looking for it in my map list. Okay, we need Ruha, we need you. It's the old token, we need you. We don't want you. And Satsuka. Alright, back at the 3 coins.
Look at all these mix.
Look at him.
Oh. Do they give me Tuar trading company feels, maybe similar kind of clothing to the French guy?
No, these guys are very like backstreet mercs, like almost borderline ruffians.
Cool.
Alright, let's go and clean ourselves up in the inn.
Oh.
Doors open.
Alright, I'll enter. Oh, no, the door's over here. I always forget where the door is in this place. I'll give the name Firebolt.
Okay.
I will also give the name Firebolt.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Firebolt.
Amazing.
Reporting in.
Alright.
This place does have washroom facilities, doesn't it? Because it doesn't actually have a dedicated room for them.
I mean, it doesn't, but
We've been using it to clean ourselves off this whole time.
I mean, that's never happened.
No, we have.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll just say yes.
All right, cool.
There's a bucket of water
Okay,
or something
why-
that you can use. You're definitely not paying for
Let's
such
always
facilities.
walk around in shit clothes.
As you guys go past the counter, she kind of gets your attention as a group. Oh, you're back early? Didn't expect you to tonight.
We'll be gone promptly. We're just here to clean up.
Yeah, so someone was here to see you. Is Virgil there?
Yeah, I have to speak because he's not. Or should I wait?
I don't even know if he's listening. He didn't say BRB. Someone's probably talking to him. This is like in Oblivion where you talk to an NPC and their face is all up in your face and you're not clicking on anything, you're just watching them do the little animation loops. Come on, Virgil. Where did you go?
Well, you can't even do the gestures because we're not here in real life. Wow, that sucks.
Damn.
Can't see you.
Characters are incapable of gesturing. Virgil.
Hopefully, if Jehovah's Witness didn't steal him again.
Oh no. We have a moment to talk about our Lord and Saviour Nicanor.
And Nick and his witness.
Nicanor's witnesses. Unpleasant. Well, now he says BRB. Well, he'll definitely want to hear this, so he must wait.
Okay.
Okay.
So Trey.
Yeah, what's up?
Wow. New maps. Oh my god.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I finally found a reliable, decent way to do it that looks really cool.
Dungeon editors.
So, shit's gonna be hand-drawn for a while. Fortunately, the pace you guys go to new areas gives me plenty of time. Was that shit talk? Yes, it was. Let's see who's on the stream. Probably no one. 4 people in the chat.
Some people say the gesto.
No feet. So sad.
Smile, right? Yeah.
Hello, people who are watching the stream. How's your day today? If anyone answers, I'm going to level up one of the characters. It can't be someone who's in the party.
I should have typed faster.
No. Someone joined the chat. Sus. Looks like no one's listening. Excellent. Excellente. Oh, I swear Virgil comes back and says he has to leave.
Hello, I'm Virgil, and I don't have to leave.
Oh, thank God. Okay, all good?
Sorry, just people showed up. People started coming home, and I had to go and do the whole "Hello, you're a herb person that I'm obligated to talk to."
Hello,
I'm back
I also live
till the
here.
end of the session.
Excellent. Okay, so what happened? You probably didn't hear it. Is what's her face at the bar waved you over and said that someone was here to see you. And at that point, I realized that you had gone. Yeah.
This
So,
person give a name?
well, you know him back when we lived in, you know, the place we met. He
Ah, yes.
did that thing that made all the food taste good.
No.
Scheiße.
Oh no. What should we do?
He
When did he come?
The red
Oh,
cloak
I saw
guy?
him. He was red. I think at the time he might have been wearing red. Not today though. He was all rugged up, and I saw him at the window, looking in, and I recognized him and gave him a wave, but he just sort of stared and walked away. I figured he might be looking for you lot.
No.
Gosh darn it, the 3 coins isn't... No, this is out of character. Gosh darn it, Dark Edward, the 3 coins isn't safe.
No, let's being dark. Edward is real. No.
Oh.
Should I have chased him up or something?
Oh no, that's okay. We'll run into each other again, I'm sure.
Oh, all right. Well, all your rooms are still ready if you need them.
Thank you very much.
All right. So you
I'm gonna
guys,
creep. I'm just gonna
Let's
turn
go.
my head and look out the window and see if he's fucking.
Let's go downstairs, gentlemen.
Ruha, you slowly turn toward the window, and you see standing there nobody.
Okay.
But I was about to kill Edward.
Okay, downstairs.
Yes.
You guys are conveniently in a row. Zoop. Straight down.
Well, is that really a row? Because if someone were to look,
Depends on your
Look,
orientation.
Let's go into
Yeah.
Hennick now.
Go into Hennick.
Yeah.
Go into it.
well,
Okay.
that's gonna be a hard job. I wish I'd be difficult.
The Ultimate are on strike.
We refuse.
Guys, I'm not gonna go in.
We demand equal pay.
Oops, that's the
Kill
wall.
them with
What the
equity.
heck?
Equal work opportunity, stuff like
Wait.
that.
Why?
Oh no. Sorry.
There we go.
I'm not. I don't have to leave, but I have to go for now. Just, I'm coming back. BRB.
Okay.
Oh.
Anybody else want to talk to Henrik or Zarak?
What to do, Shouty?
I am your friend. Nice to
Hello.
meet you.
Nice to meet.
Go and pat Sarah.
Pat him.
Zarek.
Yes.
Make it dexterity
Zarek.
saves to not impale your hand on his horns. Don't actually.
Dexterity saves.
No, don't. Oh, you take 34 piercing damage through your skull as you try and headbutt him, but you headbutt his horn instead. Oh, Caleb's dead. Can you imagine? That would be brutal.
Another one off the
It would
list.
be. It would scar the lad's life.
The
I'm
party's
sure.
getting smaller.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to Zarek and Remdorian. No, wait.
Gonna walk to him in Remdorian. The Remdorian
Breathes
roll.
into Manian.
Alina, is that you? It's Telefor. Yes.
Come here. I have to teach you another thing. Look, Zarek, I've been teaching you positive sentences so far, but sometimes you have to assert yourself and say no.
What is
That's why-
asset?
Assert is when you are not happy with what the other person wants of you or is doing to you, so you protest. Do you understand? So what you say is, in Benoven, stop it! Stop it!
Stop it. Stop it.
Yes.
Stop it. Stop it.
Stop it! Stop it!
Stop it. You are stop it.
Yes. No, you do not want to say you are. It's a command. You are telling someone to do something.
You
Stop
stop
it.
it.
Yes.
Stop it. Points to Caleb. Stop it.
Are you telling me right now or are you practicing?
I practice.
Good.
Else Caleb just stop patting his head.
Caleb hasn't stopped.
Stop.
Eba,
Motion capture. Yes.
when can I go outside?
Stop it.
What? I want to go outside. I don't like it.
Sorry. If you go outside, your horns are a luxury here, and someone might try to hurt you.
You can protect me.
Oh no. Can we?
Why not?
Well, we could protect you, but what if they followed you here when we came back? What if they didn't attack us? Maybe they were smart, and then when I am gone, they jump.
You will go and come back more than once a day. Any of you could be followed. You don't see everything. I don't like being down here.
Maybe we can take you up once in a while. Right? And I turn to Satsuko and Caleb.
You say right in Benevan as you've been talking in Remdorian.
Yeah, this has been in
19
Rendorian.
wisdom.
Yeah, 18 wisdom. So Caleb and
This was the need of Dorian.
Blah 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 blah. Blah. Right, guys.
What I meant by that was, I'm like speaking in Benevan right now, as you can tell. Well, Zedek wants to go outside once in a while. And, could we just like accompany him once every few days? He's getting real bored in here.
Yes, he's been complaining to me a terrible amount.
Oh well, I did not help with that by teaching him what I just did. But okay.
I think you'll find that he knows more Benevan than you know of. We don't have anything else to do here, you see.
Really?
Well, there's my study, but suffice to say he's not interested at all in that.
Do you just speak to him?
Well, it's more of I take an object and I gesture to it and I give him the word for it and connects words with objects. It's about as far as we've gotten, but you might be surprised.
Okay, hi. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
That one I had to take.
All good. We're just having a little talk with Zirak.
Have you told him about Dark Edward yet?
No.
You could point to any object in the room and Zirak would tell you the Benevan word for it.
Alright. Zorak. What is this? I'm gonna say in Benevan. And then I'm gonna gesture to this light source.
Light source? Little lantern?
Yeah.
Lantern.
Oh, sugoi.
Sugoi?
Benevan Jozo. No, I don't say I'm not. I'm gonna point to this rope.
Rope.
What is this? Oh. Amazing.
I hate to interrupt
Amazing.
this touching display of phonetics.
What is it?
If you're against education, go ahead and interrupt.
Ruha.
Thank you.
No, not Ruha. Hennik.
Yes.
We have bad news.
Yes.
This place is no longer safe.
What? I'm sorry? In what sense?
The barmaid noticed that Edward was here earlier.
Ah. Oh. Did they speak?
They didn't speak. She just saw him peering through the window and then he ran off. Well, retreated.
Right. Well, spying for the temple, yes?
I imagine so, yes.
All right. What do you propose we do?
Well, we have found new lodgings at the Rook.
The Rock? But isn't...
It has been sold on. It's now owned by a representative of the East Tuarim Company.
East Tuarim?
Yes.
Huh. Merchants. Alright.
They came here because Meridas's pirates were preying on their trade routes.
Erndas's pirates?
Well, the pirates his trade ships used as protection, I mean.
I see.
Now with these, he's very grateful to us. So we have a room for 6 at the Rook permanently.
Oh, there are 7 of us, no?
Only 6 at the moment.
Well, Alina isn't here, but she's still helping you, isn't she?
Yes.
So?
But
You?
but I still have my bedroll for the camp. So I'll just unroll it in the middle of the room if we need to sleep.
I see. Suffice there is
It'll be-
space?
I hope so. But believe me, it's not ideal.
Ah,
There's also
We
a
can't-
garden, isn't there?
Yes, there is. But we can't stay here. Not if Edward's aware of this place.
do I have at least space to study?
You should have space to study. We can certainly negotiate that for you.
I hope so. Without space, this is much harder. I quite enjoyed the privacy of this. Well, I guess I have to start gathering my belongings. Might need a
Yes.
wheelbarrow or something to transport them.
Tell
Do you want to move tonight or tomorrow? It's a lot to pack.
We'll move tomorrow if we have to. We'll do
Ah.
some scouting tonight. I have a meeting in the what's it called? I have a meeting in the Duke's Quarter.
Yes.
Right?
Why?
I have a meeting in the Duke's Quarter tonight, and I suppose the others could also head back to the Rook to see if we can negotiate any more space there. There's time enough for that.
Right, then Zarak and I will start packing and preparing.
Yes.
We stay here tonight, we
Good
move
idea.
tomorrow.
Yes. If we don't return tonight, don't be concerned. We will try our hardest to come back for you tomorrow.
You and be staying here tonight?
If we don't come back, don't be concerned. Not for
Ah.
one night, at least.
Very well, I will tell Saren to be on his guard, especially so tonight.
Tell him to let no one but us 5 and you and Zarak through. That includes people he's seen us with before.
Very well, I will do that.
Alright. Alright. What time of day is it, roughly?
Still in the afternoon.
Alright. We should go
Alright.
to... We should head over to the Rook to see what this room is like.
Yep.
Yes, and along the way, I do have an idea. If we can ask the lady that's working at the bar here around how long ago it was that she saw Edward, we may be able to catch him before he can get back to the Red Temple. Prevent us from having to move at all.
Alright, let's ask up at the bar.
Um,
All right. Yep.
Trey, I'm gonna have to leave. I will.
Leaving
see you
now?
Later. I think I have a fever. Yep. So
Okay. No worries. Hopefully you don't have COVID.
bye.
Alright, bye.
Probably do. Bye.
Rip. Okay, there it goes.
I'm sure the 3 of us can kill Edward.
Alright.
I know. I'm fairly sure you've been waiting to bring Edward back in some capacity. I was wondering who was ever going to show up again.
So we'll keep going because I'm pretty sure this still works for a while. So up at the bar, let's bring everyone up. You wanted to...
How long did you see our friend?
Oh, it was not long after you all left in the morning.
So a few hours at least.
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Riiga the teleporter. Zoop. Alright, what is the plan?
Let's go to the Rook.
To the Rook. Very well. So I'll have you guys go to the Rook. We'll probably finish after the Rook scene then, since we're down so many people. Where did I leave everyone?
We're
Yola
now
over
in
there.
Patch.
Oh, whoop. Drag you through the whole place. There we go.
Alright, let's go into our room. They said it was the one to the left of the bar, to the right of the bar.
It's beside the bar.
Yeah.
It's this one. This is washing facilities.
Okay.
So it is the store.
I'll give my greetings to the bartender.
Gives you a polite wave. Caleb is on the street.
I'm inside.
You're inside. Also, there's this really cool feature they added where I can have it so that you can see through one-way walls. So you can see out of the windows, but you can't see in through them. So it's pretty cool. You come in and this maid. Oh, I'm sorry. This is reserved. We're expecting. She kind of looks at you all come into the room.
Here. I'll motion to the other two to exit, and I'll talk to the maid. That includes you, Ruha.
Riha's not here. It's me controlling him.
We're the ones the reservation's made under. My name is Adad.
Ah, my apologies.
No, that's okay. You hadn't met us before.
I'm almost done cleaning up. Sorry, it's a little bit run down. He said that you were esteemed guests. This is the best we could pull together for you.
That's okay. Thank you very much for your kindness. I'll let you finish cleaning up before we come in.
All right.
Do people tip the wait staff here?
No.
I don't know. Okay. Alright. And I will... Could you guys stay here? I want to just quickly go and ask if I can get some space for Henrik to study in.
That's fine.
I'll go to the bar. Is there any possibility of me talking to the owner just briefly?
Is there a message I can pass on for you?
Yes. Tell him we have a friend of ours staying with us in a couple of days here, and we were wondering if there would be a small space or a small room where he could study, like the sitting room behind you, obviously, but he doesn't need a great deal of space, but a desk to work at would be very appreciated.
A space for study. Very well. Let me write that on my document. I will pass it on.
Thank you very much. Oh, I try to do this everywhere I go. What's your name? I'm Adad.
Adad. Our nerd.
A nerd?
A nerd.
All right. Does he get a tooltip or like a name somewhere, just so I can?
I
oh,
can
wait,
give you a
Unearth.
tooltip.
Unearth.
You don't pronounce the
Unearth.
no.
Unearth.
There you go. There's a tooltip for him. Handy dandy.
This one's even capitalized on the poor Statius over there.
It is capitalized.
All right. Our room should be ready now, gentlemen and lady.
Okay.
All right.
Is this a door still?
Yep, I'll explain what you're looking at. So, you obviously have the door you came in through. 2 windows. This is a door that seems to go directly outside. 6 beds. Kind of space for a bedroll, if you cram things up. An old chest with bedding. A couple of odd chairs and such. A wardrobe or 2. And that seems to be it.
Well, these are hardly luxury, but they'll do for now. Maybe I can purchase a bigger room for Henrik and Zarak to live in and study. We also have to collect our payment from the market at some point, but I don't think we have enough time left to do that today.
We'll do it some other time, maybe tomorrow.
Yes, in which
Make
case
sure
I think we can
everyone
just...
is with us again.
Yes, I think in that case we can just wait here until it's time to go to the meeting.
I think that'd be a good idea.
If you haven't eaten today, I'd recommend doing it. I don't know when we'll get back here.
Guess that's because I've eaten.
I believe everyone got morning meals.
Okay. I don't really have that much to say then. Aside from, oh my gosh, darn it, Edward.
Wow. Alright, well, it's down to you guys if you want to finish here or just roleplay amongst yourselves for a bit.
I'm quite tired today. The phone call I got was from my fiance. She's in South Africa at the moment, so like,
Mm-hmm.
my body clock is out of whack at the moment. Just
Right.
a little.
Sure thing. No problemo.
I can probably roleplay with someone, but I can't think of anything original to roleplay about at the moment.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm fine with just calling it here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Alrighty. Then we will call it here. I'm going to pop back onto... You'll walk into the room and be like, I reserved this room. That'll be fun. Now we're done
I'd
here.
like to RP in peace alone.
Yeah. Just having a look at who's on Twitch. A few people. Alright, this is where we're ending today. A little early again this week. Next session. Totally nothing special about it. 69 sessions. It's actually more than 69, but somewhere like clumped together. Alright, everyone. Thanks for coming and for supporting us with your presence. We'll be back next time. Bye.